In this technical training video, we're going to cover in more detail some of the things that we skipped in the highlight video. So starting with the assessment page, we show a dialog that reminds users where to find the navigation in the Typeform embedded on our page, as well as reminding them that most of the questions with an asterisk like this are required before submitting. They can, of course, skip, but eventually they would be led back to the question in order to finish it. A majority of the questions are single choice answer. And another type of question we have are the short answers. For zip code specifically, it's numbers only. So make sure that you would type in a valid number zip code. There are also a couple of these informational screens where no response is needed. It's just to continue. And of course, you can either click or use enter because it says press enter. For these binary questions, it's either yes or no, so it's still a single choice answer. And I'd like to share with you a multiple choice question we have. So normally they will say choose as many as you like as a subtitle underneath these types of questions. Clicking one will not move you to the next question like in previous single choice questions. You would have to select as many as apply to you. It could just be one, but we give you that option, and then you have to confirm with OK. So it's slightly different from other questions. That concludes the detailed explanation of how the survey works technically. After finishing and submitting this survey, you'll be redirected to the recommendations page, which we cover in the highlight video. The next page I'd like to share with you is the provider page. So most of our users will not need to use this page, but for providers who want to add and create new listings that appear on our website, they will need to fill out a title, upload an image and or video via the file input, enter their URL, suggest a price that their listing will be at, enter a type, write a short description, describe what language that their service provides and how accessible it is, along with their phone number, their address, their email, and hours of operation. If they've completed all this, they can submit a new listing, which we will have under review in our database. The final segment I'd like to share with you is when users sign in, assuming that they've already signed up and that they've been using the site sohiko.org for more than once, then they have this option under their user icon to navigate to a refinement page. And here they can read more about our reasoning behind the recommendations, and they can actually disable personalized recommendations, which will not take into account any user to item interaction data. But if they want to rather refine how we are recommending things, maybe in the past they let someone else use their account, or they were looking at things and they changed their mind on how they would rate an item, or they prefer not to include it in their recommendations, this is where they would do all that. So these are items that they've enrolled in, which was the main blue primary button that's seen on detail pages and on product cards throughout the site. The interactions are listings that they've clicked on, items that they've rated are listings that they have given a star rating to, and items that they've marked as not interested is again correlated to that white tertiary button on the detail